expertise in the area of international development is something that's found in the community and not from outside people. What I do have is a long record of perhaps scar tissue of experience with some of those communities, but also some of the international organizations that are providing funding to them, and some domestic national organizations that have the mandate to support international development. So, as you can imagine, I'm provided with many, many opportunities to be involved in projects, initiatives, can I say visions of the kind that Jay and Adam Hedaya brought to me about a year and a half ago. And I've always been very reluctant to get involved in those kinds of things because I know that there's so much to do, and my own day-to-day experience is that it's better to provide some balance to myself in my life. But this one was a compelling one, and so I'm going to just share with you a little bit about why it was compelling. Partly because when we're dealing with a population, a new generation of people who are looking for ways to express their support and their involvement and their engagement, to find ways to act on the kind of messages that they're receiving daily in the news and from their exposure on the internet. We're looking for ways to tap into that generation of people that my generation was much more inclined to interact with that need and with that broad vision on the basis of charity. And that's no longer the appropriate model, if it ever was the appropriate model. Charity is never wrong to be generous. It's never wrong to do the right thing at the right time in a circumstance when you know that the opportunity is provided to you. However, we know from probably 3 generations of development work that was done for the right reasons, apparently, that we've spent almost $2 trillion of official government assistance, and probably twice that in volunteer contributions from the average person. And we don't have enough to show for it after 3 generations of investment from development. Still, while there's indications of success in certain areas in the Millennium Development Goals, for example, almost all of the achievements, if you look at the statistics, are in India and in China. Still, sub-Saharan Africa, many parts of and pieces of Latin America suffer from great deprivation, the exposure to communicable diseases that can be easily prevented, and the deprivation from access to rights, protection of their human rights, as well as food and clothing and accommodations or shelter. There's so much left to do. The probably $8 trillion of official and unofficial aid that's been provided to those people has not produced the kind of success that those people deserve, and those of us who have invested deserve to see. Part of that has been tied to this mentality, I believe, of charity. ChristmasFuture represents a different way of thinking about it in some respects, and stay with me for a bit, because the whole concept of Christmas and gift giving is a bit ironic in some respects. One of the things that we're talking about with ChristmasFuture is not providing a gift to a developing country. What we're talking about is providing a gift to ourselves, to our loved ones, the people that we love and want to show an expression of generosity and kindness to in the celebration of Christmas or whatever elements of celebration that we believe to be part of our life. We want to share with them a gift that they can in turn find expression through the support of a developing or a partner agency.